came here to let you know that God does not make mistakes. And he did not make a mistake when it comes to you. Welcome back to A Chosen Covergirl, where we talk about living life full of joy, confidence, and faith, and everything in between. Today, I'm here to tell you, girl, you are enough. You are enough with your bad self. Listen, I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you that I was that girl that always wondered, what was it about her that he chose her? That he didn't want me, he wanted her. That there was something that she had that I didn't have. And who is he? He is any and every damn man that I've liked or wanted to be with or crushed on, or was even at one point in a relationship with, but then he moved on to be with somebody else. He is that guy that we as women just want us in return. That's who he is. But we are enough. You are enough. Because I remember the days when I didn't feel like I was enough. So I was seeing this guy. I remember he kept telling me that he just wasn't in a good place. He had to move back home with his parents. And he just talked about how he drove this beat up car and just how he wasn't where he wanted to be in life. And this is the excuse that he'd give me every time I'd be like, oh, let's go out here, let's go out there. And I guess in his mind, he's like, nah, like I can't really be that person to date you and to take you out because I'm not in a good place. But you can date me in your home though. You can date me indoors, but not outdoors. Like, what's up with that? But that was all on me. That was on me, right? Because I allowed that. So fast forward, I remember he would also say, you know, you deserve better than me. He would just go on about how amazing I am and smart and beautiful and just how I deserve someone so much better than him. And I just wanted to know, why wouldn't he be better? The fact that I was willing to be with him despite his circumstances, for me, that was enough. But why was that not enough for him? I'm like, okay, I took it. I swallowed those excuses. I kept going along in the relationship, or kept seeing him rather, because we weren't truly in a relationship. It's funny how men feel like you can't say that you're seeing them unless you guys are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. No, boo. Okay, I don't need your title to tell me that we're seeing each other. Get the hell out of here. Like, I'm so over, whether or not, I'm not sure whether or not we're in a relationship. Oh, are we dating? Are we not dating? We're seeing each other. And that's it. That's what's up. And then one day I used to work at a restaurant in downtown Fort Lauderdale. And I remember there was a party that came through because somebody was going away. I got off of work and I had recently gotten into a car accident. So I was without a car and I had to wait for my ride to come get me. That car accident situation, that's for another day, honey, because God is faithful. Hello. He is able. He is a lifesaver. Like I said, that's for another day. So I was waiting for my ride and I was just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's so amazing how things will happen at the right time. It's not coincidence. It's not coincidence, you know? It's strategic. God knows what he's doing. The entire time I'm looking at the street, waiting for my ride to come. And in the moment where I turned back to look at the restaurant, you know, and it was a busy downtown area, you know, it was happening. There were some bars in the area, some clubs in the area. And I looked towards the restaurant and I saw him. I saw him walking hand in hand with this girl. I cannot tell you the heartache. I don't even know how I got home that evening. I don't even know when my ride pulled up. Got into the car, the miles it took for me to get home. I don't even recall unlocking my door. I just remember falling on my bed, sobbing, crying my eyes out, and wondering what What was it about her? What was it about her that it was okay for you to swallow your pride and you to show up in downtown Fort Lauderdale hand in hand with this girl, but you weren't willing to do it for me? What did she have that I did not have? What did she do for you that I could not do? What is it that you saw in her that you didn't see in me? Oh, the thoughts that went through my head and the feeling of not being enough. Once again, another guy, another situation, another time that I am not enough. That hurts. And if you've been there before, you know that hurts like hell. And that's the kind of thing that will chip at your confidence, make you feel like maybe you're not pretty enough. Maybe you're just not special. But funny enough, he had the audacity to call me. Like, I don't know if I've expressed this before, but I am a communicator. I will tell you how I feel, how I felt in the moment, how you made me feel. That's just me. So he called me and I told him, and it was actually after the New Year. For some reason, it was after New Year. It was like one of those Happy New Year, what's going on, how have things been with you thus far? And so I asked him, what'd you do for New Year's Eve? He went to church. Oh, okay, because he's not really a church goer. But I do know that the girl that he was with attends my church. And my church at the time. And I let him know. I was like, oh, wow, okay. I saw you with her.
What do you mean?
Yeah. I explained the day, the location, and I saw you with her. Oh, yeah, that's right. But you always told me that you didn't like where you were in life. You always told me that I deserved better. You always told me that you didn't want to be seen around taking a girl out in your beat up car and you're living with your mama and just life just isn't great for you and this is not the time for you to be, dating and being out there. You always told me that, but for some reason, it was different with her. Will you believe that this man just went on and on about how he didn't want to go there, right? So apparently they were seeing each other. And they'd been seeing each other for a while. He didn't want to go. She begged him to go. She was going out of town. She darn near cried and just all this other stuff. And in his mind, he thinks he's making himself sound good, but you sound even more like an asshole. That you would be dating somebody and she had to beg you to show up to her going away party. And then he also said, you know what? She kind of gives me space. She gave me space. Was that enough? Did you see my reaction? Space? He would call me in the middle of the night about demons that kept him from sleeping. I would sit on the phone with him and I would pray with him. I got accustomed to hearing from him every single day within a 2-week span. And then he would disappear and I wouldn't hear from him. But I wouldn't chase him down. I'd let him be. And then, of course, I'd hear from him again another week or two later. And then we'd be right back on to our schedule. And then you say, I didn't give you space? Get out of here.
You're an asshole.
The reason why I share this story and the reason why I let women know in detail how things, and just in my book, when I talk about these different relationships and these different lessons, and I go into specific detail, because at the end of the day, it's the same story, different guy, same story, different girl. It might be me or maybe you or your girlfriend. It's the same thing. And I don't know why I even ever compared myself to that girl. Because like I told you, the Lord said that I am his and that I did not need a man to validate me. So I was good. I am enough. but I may never be enough to you, but that's okay. I'm enough to me. And that's where we need to find ourselves. And that's what the Lord wants us to know. We are enough to Him. So much so that He died for us the way we are. He didn't look at you and say, wow, girl, you too skinny, your teeth too buck. Because trust me, these were some of my things. I was too tall, I was either too skinny, or my teeth were too buck. Those were my things for me. That's what I would ask myself. Oh my God, am I too tall? Is it because I'm too tall? Or is it because I'm too skinny? And because I was too skinny, and I wasn't shaped like a lot of, voluptuous girls. Is that what it is? Oh no, my teeth are too buck. It ain't about the teeth. It ain't about the height. It ain't about the size. It's not about that. It's not about the length of the hair. It's about knowing that you are enough as you are, and you don't have to change anything about you because God made you and He does not make mistakes. I didn't even entertain those men anymore because it's not about, you got to ask yourself, it's not about what does she have that I don't have. You got to think about, why am I comparing myself to this girl? Why do I not feel enough? What is it about this person that I'm with right now that's making me feel this way? What is it about him? Because the man that God has for you is going to make you feel like you're enough. And it's clear that he wasn't my guy. He wasn't my special person. He wasn't my one, because he ain't my husband. And it's like the sooner we realize certain things, we can just cut through the bullshit. Just cut through the BS, and we can move on faster instead of sitting and waiting and hurting ourselves even more, because we have to protect our hearts. The Bible says that we have to guard our hearts. Stop sitting in relationships and sitting in situations when it is hurting you, when you're not benefiting it from it, if it's not edifying you. Move on. Girl, don't let him waste your time. You are enough. I am enough. You are God's chosen cover girl. You're fearfully and you're wonderfully made in the image of the Most High God. So cover girl, walk in confidence, walk in joy, walk in faith, walk in the goodness of the Lord, and know that you are His and He is yours. You are enough. You're good. You're good, girl. And that's it.